Hey everyone, it's Amy and welcome, or maybe welcome back to my channel, where today I am forcing myself to continue the pre-move declutter of all of my junk. Moving day has been confirmed. I'm gonna be moving out of this apartment and taking all my stuff, not even just to a new apartment in Bahrain, but back to the UK in 2 weeks. This is happening in 2 weeks' time. I have not packed, have not finished decluttering all this stuff, have not used up my 40 tins of chickpeas. Look, I'm just not in the mood to do this today. I'm not feeling productive, I'm not feeling ready. I don't feel like I want to tackle this challenge, but we're gonna do it nonetheless. You guys may remember that a few weeks ago I uploaded my pre-move wardrobe declutter, and that went pretty well. Today, we're gonna tackle just like literally everything else that I own. So I've broken it down into 5 main categories, and we're gonna work through all of them in this one video. It's gonna be a mess. Like, it's gonna be a literal mess in as much as I'm going to pull out all of my possessions all over the floor. And this video is gonna be kind of a mess because usually I like to say, let's do a wardrobe declutter, let's do a makeup declutter. This is gonna be, hey, let's tackle everything I own all in one day when I'm really not in the mood to do it and see what happens. If you guys love decluttering videos, don't forget to give this a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and please send positive vibes my way for this challenge that I am about to undertake. I have not even started yet, and I already took a break to order myself some coffee because I just felt like I needed that to look forward to. But the first category we are going to tackle is makeup. So my makeup is kind of scattered around throughout the room. This is my everyday makeup that I typically use. It all fits into this little bag, and then I like to keep some of the things that I'm purposely trying to use up in here just to hand. Makeup brushes, and then if we walk over here, there's an entire drawer of makeup that I literally never even go into. Ta-da! Okay, so first things first, I'm just gonna gather all of my makeup together, have a quick skim through, see if there's anything that's maybe out of date, anything that I really just don't use, and maybe we can part with a few things. Let's see. Yeah, so I wouldn't call it a complete success, but I managed to pick out a few things, a very few amount of things that I can part with from this category. I have these false eyelashes that I can't even take out of the box because I've glued them to the box at some point. A broken eyeliner pencil sharpener, a pen. Why is this in my makeup bag? This nail polish isn't even mine, it's Beda's, so that can go back to its rightful owner. This is the issue that I had with my clothing declutter a few weeks ago. The things I brought with me here were my favorite things. You know, if you can only bring 2 suitcases full of stuff, you're gonna fill them full of your favorite things. So it makes it difficult to part with things. Okay, so makeup is done. Let's move on to our next category, which is going to be toiletries. Welcome to my bathroom, where I hoard a lot of toiletries and always have an overflowing amount of laundry in the basket. The lighting in here is absolutely disgusting. Let's just get to work. I'm gonna show you how much stuff I have. You're gonna judge me. I'm gonna feel overwhelmed. Let's do it. So in this cabinet, this is the emptiest that this has ever been in the history of me living here. And we now have a shelf for Cody. Well, half a shelf. But even when I was living here alone, it was always so much more full than this. So my no buyer is definitely helping to get the amount of stuff down. And this I think is okay. These are things I know I love. These are things I use often. The issue is not this cupboard. The issue is the overflow drawer. Yeah, welcome to my life. Oh my gosh, my coffee's here. Okay, I have renewed energy now. Is it weird if I drink coffee in my bathroom? Is everyone gonna drag me in the comments for that? Now this drawer, much like my over the sink storage unit, this is the most empty that this has ever been. And that must be difficult for you to believe, but there is actually space for stuff to move around in here. You can actually see what's in here, whereas at the beginning of the year, it was so much worse. So let's go through and see if there's anything from here that I don't need to take home with me. Okay, we've moved out from under that horrendous yellow light, and I'm feeling pretty good about the amount of stuff that I was able to clear out of that drawer. A lot of these things are just so replaceable, but also so usable for the vast majority of people, that these are things I could leave behind and say to Abida, hey, you're staying, do you want this stuff? And I know that she'll get use out of it. But I just had a few things in here, like After Sun, some Factor 50 sun cream, this Victoria's Secret little gift box that actually Abida gave to me because she didn't want it, so I don't know if she's gonna want me to give it back to her, but I'm sure I'll find someone who does want it. So yeah, doing pretty well. So the next category is papers, and this is always a tough one for me because I never know what I'm going to need and what I'm not, and the reality is I'm probably not ever going to need any of these papers again. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna snap pictures of the important ones and then get rid of the paper copies. I can't even get into this drawer right now. That's what we're dealing with. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is make some piles. I'm gonna need a pile of things I need to keep, a pile of things I need to take a picture of, a pile of stuff that belongs to Cody, and I think that's it. Let's roll with it. Pretty painless. I have a few papers that I can just get rid of and be done with, but I know there are more papers here somewhere. I think they must be buried at the bottom of my wardrobe. Just things from teaching, worksheets, that kind of stuff. So the end is in sight, but we're not quite there yet. Okay, so here is my bag of papers, and this was actually a lot less than I was expecting. I remember there being this enormous box file, so kudos to me of the past because I must have decluttered that a while ago. But I still have a few bits and pieces in here that I need to work through. There's nothing in here that I need to keep. Go me! So I don't want to jinx it, but so far this is going really well. The next category I'm going to tackle is all the junk that's in my drawers. Part of that work has already been done because over here, that top drawer was where all my makeup was, that bottom drawer is where all the papers were. But on this side of the bed, we have the top drawer full of like my nighttime products, so like my nighttime moisturizer, serum, some random junk that finds its way in there, and then the bottom drawer down here is electronics and miscellaneous items. We also have two drawers here on my like TV stand. One of them is meant to be for like hair stuff. It's turned into something completely different. The other drawer, yeah, I don't really even know what to say about that one, but we're gonna see what we have in there and what we can get rid of. I love these sunglasses. I got them when I was in Thailand and they're so obnoxious. They are, like, everyone makes fun of me when I wear them, but I just love them. I know. The mirrored part has cracked and you can't see it so much on the outside. You can just see a reflection of me. Cool. When you're actually wearing them, you can see this like big spiderweb effect of cracks. So I have to part with you. That's so sad. I just found a bag of assorted money. Could I be sitting on a secret fortune? Welcome to my nightmare. This is the electrical drawer. We all hate an electrical drawer, right? Because it's full of plugs and you don't know what they're for and you're scared to throw them away. They all get tangled up. It makes a mess. Mine also has some other junk in here and it's very stressful. didn't get rid of too much from this electronics drawer, but a really good job that I did was organize all these little bits and pieces so that at least for the next 2 weeks this drawer won't be such a nightmare to go into. The last drawer is this one. I don't imagine that I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of stuff from this drawer because this is the drawer that I'm in and out of every single day. These are the things that I reach for constantly. So these are the things that in theory should be must-haves. But I can't guarantee that a few little bits of junk haven't wormed their way in there. Let's find out. So to give you an idea of the kinds of things I have in this little drawer, it's gonna be like my nighttime skincare stuff. I keep my essential oils in here too. I have moisturizer, face wipes. I'm hoping to use up pretty much all of my vitamins within the next 2 weeks, just because they're kind of bulky and I don't want to pack them up, and they're all almost used up. But everything else in this drawer is gonna stay. And the last thing I need to go through and declutter that I'm kind of dreading is my big work handbag. I've been working from home since the end of February and I don't remember what's in there. If there's a half-eaten sandwich in that bag, I don't want to confront it, but I have to because I know that's where a lot of junk is gonna be. Actual rubbish will be in this bag. Does anyone else do that? Does anyone store actual rubbish in their handbag? Like old Kit Kat wrappers and chewing gum boxes that are empty. Like, do you use your bag as a bin that you carry around with you? Anyone else? Okay, the first thing I see when I look in here is sponges. Why? I have an empty carrier bag. Ooh, a phone charger. That's actually really useful. Oh, this is some kind of herbal tea bag. Just one, not in a packet. All this video is really doing is just exposing me as a slob on the internet in front of thousands of people. Oh, I guess this is where all our forks were. What's happening? This receipt is from last December. So that's what we're working with this bag. Okay, but I did manage to get rid of a little bag of rubbish out of there, so that's good. Okay, I've gone through my 5 categories of everything that I wanted to declutter today, and I feel so good about this. Firstly, it has only taken me an hour and a half. Is that true? An hour and a half to go through 5 categories and declutter. And I know, again, I've said this before, I'm living in a small space. I don't have that much stuff. It's not the same as like some of my really big declutters that take 7 or 8 hours. But this just goes to show, if you want to declutter and it just seems like a mammoth task to you, you don't have to start with something huge like a full-on wardrobe declutter, because those do take a significant amount of time. You can find a small category like your handbag. That takes 5 minutes. Something like that that's small and manageable. You feel so accomplished because it doesn't take long. You get to the end of it and it doesn't feel like you were there all day. I've set aside quite a lot of stuff that either needs to be thrown away, donated, or yeah, that's all. Let me show you. Okay, so this is all the stuff that I have managed to declutter and will not be taking back with me to the UK in 2 weeks' time. It's quite a lot when you look at it. Like, that's quite a lot of stuff. I mean, I still have a whole bunch of stuff that I'm gonna have to try and squeeze into my suitcases, but that's a problem for a different day. I hope you guys have enjoyed following me along on this little decluttering journey today. If you did, then please go ahead and give it a thumbs up to let me know that you enjoy these kinds of videos. This was a very different kind of decluttering video for me today because it was so bitty and like I'm gonna do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But if you enjoyed it, let me know. I can keep doing these kinds of things. Lord knows, I have a whole bunch more junk back in my home in the UK that I need to get through. Also, don't forget, if you haven't already, to subscribe to my channel. It's a fun time, at least I think so, and I think that you'd really enjoy it here, hanging out with us. Now I really need to sweep my room because I've made a terrible mess. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay positive, and I will see you all soon. Bye!